श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले.
Sir, Shiv Sena wants to speak first, so they can speak first. Let them be.
नहीं, आप बोलिए, उसके बाद बोलेंगे. Please. Just
Sir, I thank the Honourable Minister. I think it's a bill that I would definitely support. I was just disappointed by 2 points made by the Treasury benches. He gave things of very high morality of several examples who have left official homes in time. I come from a state which is Maharashtra, and traditionally most people, doesn't matter which side we are on, all homes are left within 24 hours if not 48. So there's really nothing to be glorified in it. It's the right thing to do. And when you make rules and regulations, the home comes with the job. So I think it's understood that when the job or your responsibility is over, it's understood that you have to leave the home. So I don't think that really needs much glorification about people leaving homes, people living.
होता है उसको डेरा कहते हैं. बिहार में, मैं बिहार में रहा हूँ. वेरी गुड, डेरा. हाँ, ये तो डेरा है ये. हाँ, प्लीज.
2 दिन का रहने.
नहीं, महाराष्ट्र में ऐसा नहीं. महाराष्ट्र में 24 घंटे के ज्यादा से ज्यादा हफ्ते में छोड़ ही देते हैं. But you talked about security, he talked about homes. I think in our state none of this really matters. So I think the bill is very commendable, and I think it's very important and relevant. I just have 2 queries to ask out of clarification because there have been mixed stories. One is most of these bungalows that we all live in, a lot of occupation, whether it's a bureaucrat or it's an MP, are heritage properties. So is there a possibility, you have talked about it in the bill, but can you commit to us that all these heritage properties will be protected and well looked after and also maintained? I mean, there is menace of monkeys, there is menace of mice, there is menace, and there's low maintenance of all this, and there are very good people who do very good work in restoration, and it's the heritage of India. It's something that we've all inherited, and several people have looked after it well. So can we have that as continuity, because it is a part of our heritage? So if you could kindly look into that, because unauthorized, you've already made that. But sometimes there are a lot of internal changes made, and that really changes the whole home. So if you could kindly look into that. And second, there is some grey area, if you could clarify, which doesn't talk in the bill. But there were some media reports that for MPs, the minute, say it's in May, that when our tenure finishes, within a week, like you've already explained, you have to leave the house. But there is some misunderstanding and confusion that there are different rules for members of parliament and there are different rules for other people in the job. So can you just put it on record so there is no miscommunication, because there have been some newspapers which have talked about it. As long as it's one rule for all, I think it's a very good thing, and traditionally in my state it's always done. Mr. Verma talked about several leaders on his side who have done. Well, we've been in power for a very long years, and traditionally even in the last 50-60 years, all homes are left way within time. So we support this wholeheartedly, and as long as there's no misuse of power or nobody's been in isolation misuse. So I appreciate the Trinamool Congress points that there should be, and I think what Mr. Mishra also said was, don't encourage a loophole which would add to corruption. I think that's the limited and a very fair point that he's made. So I would ask you to kindly clarify that, but wholeheartedly support the bill. Thank you.